No fucking around this week. We're doing Star Wars. Boom.
Rogue One.
Rogue One.
That was 2.
I know.
Do I like
Do you like doing Star Wars things?
No, I've never done one before, so I'm excited. I feel like I'm a virgin to the Star
Let's
Wars.
fucking get into it then. Fucking Star Wars!
We've a mission for you. Ready?
Alright guys, we're going to give our rating as per usual. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. What do we think? Wait.
8, 6.
7.
Nah, 6 or 7.
No,
6, you're off your head. 7, I can manage with that.
It was meant to be 7, but I'll stick with 6. I will say.
Nah, when you want 7, you can have 7.
I feel like we gave Airborne a really good rating.
Yeah. Oh, it's a fucking 10.
It is.
Oh, it's a 10, boys.
It is.
Just as good as Godfather.
That I cannot do.
We're going to give our review of Star Wars Rogue One. Good thing it was, the trailer really didn't give that much away, which was great. So here we are, we're going to talk about it.
Okay.
I thought the trailer gave away the whole movie. I don't know what you're talking about.
Really? What was the twist? I don't know, it didn't give away too much. It was only like
The plot was really simple, not like going into big spoilers, but it was a little rebellion. She has to, I don't know, we see Vader in the fucking trailers. What was kept? There wasn't much kept, really, I don't think.
Matt Mikkelsen?
Yeah.
Wasn't in it as much as I thought he was going to be in it.
He was in it a lot.
Was he though? Just maybe three scenes or something?
I guess he was in a lot of crucial scenes, but I thought maybe he'd be in a little bit more.
I
But
thought
they
he was
didn't.
one of the main characters, but...
He still was.
Oh, he was one of
influential,
the
really,
crucial
Yeah,
characters,
he still
but he
was.
wasn't one of the main characters.
No, you're right, but
There was, what was there, 3 main characters?
I didn't think it was going to be a Mads Mikkelsen movie. Disney are not going to. They're going to have the female young girl protagonist.
Female!
They can't have Mads Mikkelsen
Rebellions are built on hope.
and boring,
What do you think? What do you think about
Scandinavian
the
guy
female
who's actually
characters?
awesome. But yeah,
Yeah, no, it was good that they had like it seems like the common cliche to have the female protagonist now in movies. It's been happening a lot compared to like the 90s when it was always like muscle bound freaks like your Arnie's and your Schwarzeneggers and your Van
What did you just say?
Dams.
no, 90s.
What?
90s was the
Schwarzeneggers.
transition away.
Come on, mate.
90s was the transition away from the muscle bound action heroes of the 80s. 90s was the Bruce Willis after Die Hard. It was the everyday action man.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
But I've liked Star Wars, but I've never liked Star Wars is the greatest trilogy. Back to the Future's way better. Or
We're sending you back to the future. Back to the future.
Back to the future.
Great Scott. Great Scott. Great Scott. Great Scott.
How funny was like I don't know what wasn't funny, but how unfunny rather the C-3PO sort of character, the black robot. How many jokes did not his jokes this
I felt like
hit at all?
I thought he was alright.
I thought he was lame ass,
they
but he
hit
started.
so
He got
well.
better towards the end. But
In the beginning,
Yeah,
they tried to
the
make.
comic
They always
relief-
tried to have that humorous character.
Well, he was the only humorous character in the whole...
Yeah, but
Movie,
for
though.
so long, his jokes did not hit at
I
all.
thought it was
that's
alright.
what I'm saying.
that
So
was
the whole
so
the
bad.
humor of the movie was based on this one droid.
I'll be there for you. The captain said I had to.
It's like it's really good.
At the end of the day, it probably is overrated.
But this
No.
Rogue One, it just drew on. It added nothing new, really. It was just a remake of all the other ones. It was the same story that we've seen. The rebels have got to go and get into the Death Star. But instead of the Death Star, it's just a planet, which is exactly like the Death Star because it's got this force field around it, and there's only a little bit you can get in, and there's this one sensitive. It just felt like they've remade the fucking Star Wars movies, which is what they do with Force Awakens. Is essentially a fucking softest reboot, remake, whatever. This one, they played it so safe. But in some ways, it didn't play it safe. It kind of like
Well, that's what they had to do, though. That was the only option they had.
they could have been creative. Why? They had to do
Yeah.
a hugely recognizable brand. They could have taken some risks, but they were just like
I mean, they won't take-
member
They have
berries.
to protect the brand as well.
The new Star Wars was not as good as everyone thought it was. It may seem fun to go back and recycle the past we loved, but we end up with no sustenance. See, when a civilization has become so big it starts to get lazy, And that's when you get member berries.
It was a war movie, but it didn't add anything that we haven't seen in a war movie,
Sorry,
except
sorry,
that it's
not
based on Star Wars. It's like it was just the most bog standard rebel storyline. If it wasn't Star Wars, it was fucking just a boring ass action movie.
It was basically just good v evil as usual.
This is the first
It
spin-off
just threw
movie.
me off. It threw
They
me
could
off.
have crazy like Roman
wasn't saying necessarily
Jedi
it was
assassins.
bad.
They could have.
Yeah.
They could go into these worlds that you've never comprehend. Like they
Yeah.
can go around the universe and do shit, but no, it's just a rainforest planet. No, it's just a volcano planet.
I thought the
No,
planet
it's just a Death Star rip-off storyline that
I
we've done
thought
before.
that planet was beautiful.
No, there's no stakes in the movie because it's just leading up to the first
No
movie.
stakes!
Yeah. Where's the tension? Oh my god, are they going to get to the Death Star plans? It's just,
You're right, it's just
do something new.
repetitive.
Yeah, it's fucking boring.
It's obviously the first individual film that doesn't have to tee up another movie. It can be its own self-contained story, which is really exciting because it means that we are not held to anything other than ourselves, and so we can be a bit more free, a bit more brave. And what's great about everyone at Lucasfilm and Disney is that they're encouraging that. And so I think this film's going to be quite different, and I think when you go to see it, you should expect the unexpected, because it's not going to be like the Saga movie.
It's the same fucking story. Yeah,
They could have
mythology originally.
taken it a little bit more further away. They can make shit in the same universe. They don't have to be so worried about clinging it to that universe, like
But
to
there's
that
the one story of the
That
universe we didn't care
yeah.
about. How do they get the Death Star?
And if it's a
plan?
universe, it's so big they can have their
You
own
made a
shit.
good point earlier. You were like, the movie just was really just to try and cover up the plot holes from the original.
That's
We didn't talk about that last scene.
Alright.
He was fucking badass.
Yeah,
I loved Vader in that last scene. He was just like, yeah, fucking hell. He was cool as he was just throwing cunts everywhere. Fucking. He was just
So,
and which is great because it really led it into like, oh no, we have to build it up for A New Hope now. And then A New Hope he does the same shit. He just craps on.
he was extra cool though because they withheld lightsabers the whole movie.
The main chick is talking to the other one who's
Felicity
like,
Jones
he's
and
been fighting the resistance like with the rebellion since he was 6 years old, and she's sort of just come along. They have this big argument about like, you know, what's right and wrong, and who's like, oh, you know, you can't just join this thing because all of a sudden you feel like you want to believe in it. I've had no choice to believe in this thing the entire time. That was like the best part. Like,
yeah, I really like that because
that was cool. I really love that. Like,
He was
the whole
pointing out-
philosophical side of it, where you think about like, oh yeah, well, but at the same time, like you can't blame them for not thinking like that, and you can't blame this person for not. But then,
she had
It was
been
good.
avoiding the
Where's she-
rebellion for years and
where's she
hiding.
been?
And as soon as she's there, she thinks, "Oh, we got to do this, we got to do that. Like we've got morals. You can't sacrifice this." She's
Yeah,
like,
it's
"Wait,
like,
I've been in
well-
the trenches for my whole life."
Yeah, where's she
Yeah.
been at? Where's she
where
been
were
at?
you the whole time? And
Yeah. So
Yeah.
who is she to judge him?
that was really, I really
That
liked
was a cool
part of it.
scene. Yeah, because I was
That
like,
was
oh,
good. It's
yeah.
good drama. I think the war was pretty cool though. Like building up was pretty good. Like actual war sequences were.
The
Pretty
war
fun.
sequence was great. It
And the
was,
fact that they killed people off was like really good. It's like, oh yeah, they had the balls to actually
yeah,
kill
I know,
people
the
I
off.
stormtroopers could actually shoot, and the weapons
Yeah.
are actually scary. And
And what about that? What do you think of that Middle Eastern guy? The one who's like, I'm the Force and the Force is with me.
The blind guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was alright.
it was yeah.
Boring.
Like, yeah, he was a strange
They had
character.
someone new, and you're like, boring.
No, but he's just the classic,
Boring.
the enlightened Eastern
was two,
stereotype who's
though.
blind.
There was-
Oh, too boring.
No, but no, was he carrot? Was the other one boring?
I did mind the
Yeah.
dynamic how he would always follow him. Yeah, because he just had this machine gun pack, which is kind of, okay, well, they have machine guns, so now why don't they have machine gun laser guns more often now? Like, once you put that in the universe.
I don't know.
You almost got me.
You're welcome.
Just, old mate Kylo here, just to show you, I completely hates Star Wars. Now, that's a character. That was a good character. Was there a character? Who was your
Yeah.
favorite new character?
The favorite new character.
Yeah, in this one.
I don't think once. I really liked Forrest Whitaker in this one.
Oh, he was in it for like 5 minutes.
What? Well, he wasn't cool.
That's what happened.
Real bad.
That's how I felt.
But who was your favorite new character?
New character? I really liked the old was he Mexican? I don't know what their race is. The Mexican dude,
There's no Mexican dude in the movie.
well, the main guy hanging out with the chick.
The French dude?
Was he French? Okay.
He was French, right?
I thought he was from South America.
Latin America.
I thought
He was a smooth Latin guy.
Yeah, well, that dude.
Hispanic guy.
he sounded French.
The one who'd been
Could have been
fighting.
French. No, you're right. Like I don't know.
The one who was
maybe.
fighting for the rebellion since he was 6 years old. I liked
He
him a
was
lot.
cool.
Light the place up and make 10 men feel like 100.
I'm actually a big Mads Mikkelsen fan. I think he's really, really great. But there
He's
wasn't
good,
a huge
but-
portion of him. But he's
I was surprised there wasn't more of him because he's becoming like a bigger star now than normal.
But his character was small but important. It was the whole
He was.
drive, and because he was the attempt to cover up the plot hole by the fact that
I had to be in the Death Star because I had to make sure I could put in a secret
plan,
Great performance
Yeah.
by the Aussie dude, the
Ben Mendelsohn.
bloodline guy.
Colonel?
Great
Is he
performance.
Colonel? But yeah, like.
He had a really
What
good
do you mean in the
performance,
movie?
though.
He was just the ambitious
Great
admiral
villain,
colonel.
great villain.
villain, yeah.
I need you to come back. I won't do it, Krennic. We were on the verge of greatness. We were this close to providing peace and security for the galaxy. You're confusing peace with terror.
I feel like it went a bit longer than it should have.
The planet was beautiful that they attacked, I guess, but
The character.
The visuals look amazing.
of
The
course.
visuals always going to look amazing though because
This
the
guy
movies-
makes-
This is not 1978 when was it 78 when the original came out?
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it looks amazing because for that time.
It looks brilliant.
I like the idea that they show all these different planets and getting destroyed by the Death Star. It's like something really satisfying about that.
Maniac.
Those tidal waves and everything. It's nice. It's cool the way they done it. It was really it was good.
It looked gorgeous, even the scenes of destruction. And,
If they needed to do something to differentiate themselves, that was what they needed to do.
Are you happy that they killed off all the main characters?
Yeah, well, it gave it more.
I had to.
I
Because
was.
it was pointless.
I was
all
like, no movie franchise these days kills off any of the main characters unless unless they're not essential to the story. This one killed off everybody,
But
which means they can't turn it into a sequel like a franchise.
this was
Or
already
it's a franchise.
this was already the unessential movie. So
But-
these characters were already in that unessential movie,
But-
so they couldn't really hang around.
But if this one was successful, they could have made
they would have tried to squeeze.
they could have squeezed out another one. We could have helped somewhere else. They could have been sort of a
Felicity Jones went off on an adventure somewhere else. in the
yeah,
universe.
exactly
Yeah.
with a fella. Those two guys chemistry until that final bit. Why do they have to have some sort of attraction to each other?
I did. Yeah, they didn't
they
feel
didn't-
like there
they
was an
didn't-
attraction at all, right?
I
And
know,
at the
it
end,
didn't-
they were
they-
kind of like, should they?
Yeah.
Can they? But we didn't need that. They had
We didn't
just
need
a
it. They
warrior's respect kind of the whole
They
time.
could have been they could have been just friends. Didn't need
It was
it.
good that they didn't overdo it though.
Yeah,
If they had kissed, it would have been way worse.
Yeah,
it would have been what the
They didn't
fuck.
even fall in love. That was good. There was
Yeah.
no romance in the movie, which
Yeah.
made it good.
Even
No,
though
it
they were
was
going to
good.
die, they didn't kiss. They should have.
Yeah.
they saw the explosion coming out them.
Quick handshake.
It should have been. Yeah, he should have been just fucking the old Donald Trump straight into it.
When you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Yeah, it's better than probably the 1, 2, and 3 in the series, but it's not as good as 4, 5, and 6. It's a great prequel leading into 4.
It's a completely pointless prequel that we didn't need to
it's
see,
not
but
great,
it's
it's
still
not
better than
pointless.
all the other prequels, which were
Fun little
pointless.
Fun little ride.
It was a fun ride.
Rogue One, a Star Wars story.